Welcome to the Bring Yourself Home podcast. I am your host, Jill Lindsay. I am the owner of Essence Healing in Vancouver, Canada, and I am also the creator behind Bring Yourself Home podcast. This podcast is here to help you learn the tools you can use to balance your energy and to get to know yourself on a deeper level through self-inquiry and self-discovery. Best of all, to support you in learning how to understand your own unique energetic connection to the universal life force energy. I recently discovered my ability, and one of my energetic gifts is to channel energetic forecasts by tapping into the elemental energies. What is upcoming with the current universal energy and for this planet and the collective. Each week I will channel messages from the elemental energies of fire, earth, air, water, and ether to support us with what we can be more aware of along our energetic journey. Welcome to the Bring Yourself Home podcast. I am your host, Jill Lindsay. This is episode 3. I know I've been a little MIA. I've missed 1 week for the podcast, but I was going through a little bit of emotions and things, and we were just busy getting things going for some of the business. No excuses though. Sometimes, and the reality is that channeling is not always there for me, especially when I'm going through some things and I'm feeling blocked. So this is the journey. In those cases, I think I will jump on and just share a little bit more about what is coming up for me so that you guys can learn from that too. So some days, maybe there won't be channeling from the records, but I'm going to try my best to get in there. And if it's not channeling for the collective or channeling for the community, it will be me channeling for myself, and I will share with you what comes and what lessons come from that. The elements always still come through for me when I channel for myself. So again, this is something that we can always learn from. I know that we are all a mirror for each other in terms of learning, and the messages that come through, we can always learn from each other. So I'm committed to sharing what I'm going through so that you can learn from it too. What I'll do for this episode is read through the message or the channel first, and then I'll go into some of my own reflections based off that and some more insight to how we can utilize the channeling and these messages for going into the next week. I did channel this for January 24th. The energies that this is kind of going off of, and we're still moving into the Lunar New Year. So this is just kind of capturing the energies around this new year. We've been past January, through all of that. I know it was a little bit of a harder month for some, and we will just move into this new year with new energy. And the channeling that I received has a couple, not just one, but two meditation exercises we can do, which I think are super powerful. And I will be turning those into a visualization specifically so that we can all have access to it on the website, www.essence.com. That's es-snse.com. And this is the website for my business. I want it to be a sanctuary, somewhere where you can go and access tools at all times. I do bookings off of that website as well. So And now that you have that, you can go and check it out. There's a few free resources on there as well right now, and we'll just be feeding them with more things for you to utilize. Okay, I'm going to get into the reading now. So this reading was done January 24th, leading into the next few weeks. We're still in this energy. I feel I haven't been called to read again. So we can use this in the next coming week to balance our energy. I asked, what element is present? Earth energy came through. The earth energy is very grounding and clearing. What is present for the Bring Yourself podcast community to hear now? Find your center. Find your center of power. This is different for everyone. Your energetic center connects the etheric energies and the energies of the earth. They work together to turn from this center to transform energy into the messages that you need to hear. We will receive messages from your life force and the guidance from the etheric world and the realms and other realms. The energy wheels through our center to be filtered, to shed what does not match the vibrations of the message, and is sent back down into the earth to be recycled into a clear download to help us step into action for our highest good. How can Earth's energy support us at this time of healing? The Earth energy is about the time of arrival. To arrive in the present moment that we are in right now, this moment now, for this moment is a sacred time. Each new moment is sacred and just as special as the one before. To that, step into new light, step into new unknown, step into time to learn, step into time to welcome in something new that you may not have tried before. This earth energy is here to support us, to help transform the energies of intention into our reality. They give a mantra. I am now to embrace my own intentions, the intentions built from my center of power. Remember, your center of power can be that of the heart, be love, or making powerful choices from the solar plexus, be courage, or from the sacral chakra, be divine. Your center can change throughout your journey. Pay attention to what resonates with you at this time. It's all about you and what you need right now. Stay in the present moment. How can we find our center of strength at this time? How does this earth energy support us with this? They give a meditation. So I'll read through this meditation. Just a note, if you're driving, to pay attention to the road. So the meditation. Sitting tall with your sit bones on the floor, or even sitting on the earth outside in the middle of a forest, or imagining the forest or the beach. Wherever you feel called to be with this energy, it will support you in grounding. To find your center, inhale through the crown, down past the third eye, down along the spine, into the body, and exhale all the way out. Breathe into the body again, deeply, smoothly, and steadily. At the top of your breath, find where your breath pauses. Exhale, sending the breath down, out the root, into the earth. Inhale, Where does the breath land in the body? Exhale, send it down, out into the earth. Inhale, cleansing energy back, up into your center from the earth. Pulling up from the earth. Exhale, let it go, down, back into the earth. Inhale through the crown, into your center. Exhale, side out, down into the earth. Continuing this pattern with your hand on your body where you feel your center of power is in this moment, using your breath to charge the energy there. This is an intuitive practice. Your hand may not be directly on a chakra point. It may be on any area of the body you feel intuitively to feel supported with this space. You may even want to place 2 hands. How can we find balance in this time of the new year? Right now, it is time to really listen to the Earth's heartbeat. The Earth's heartbeat is loud, and we should be listening. The Earth's heartbeat is present in all of us, and the Earth's heartbeat is a representation of our breath. Our breath is our heartbeat. Our breath is our life force. Our breath brings intention. And our breath is energy. Our breath is a powerful tool for transformation. Our breath is here for healing. They give a small exercise we can do with breath. Small exercise we can do in meditation is sitting with our feet rooted down on the ground, the earth below. Breathe in and feel where the breath lands in the body. Exhale, sigh it out. Find a place in the body, maybe into the belly, maybe it's into the heart, maybe it's into below the rib. Expand with every breath into this area of your body, giving life to the heartbeat of the earth within you, checking into the space in your body, creating space, giving life with breath. With each breath, expand energy, imagining it to go as far as it can go, as far as possible. Imagine infinite. With some questions to ponder after doing this exercise. What do you see on the edge of infinite energy? What arrives within when you think infinite energy? Allow your body to settle into this sensation. What do you see behind your eyelids, in your mind's eye? What do you notice? It's important to check in with self. With these exercises, just go back and listen to the podcast again when you have some space to sit with your eyes closed and just ponder the questions at that time. Don't worry so much about it now. The beautiful thing about recording is that we can always go back to use these exercises later. Okay, so the next question I asked Earth's energy, what is the importance of grounding our energy? Earth's energy response is, as we tap into our intuition, the importance of grounding your energy is to act as a link to transform our intentions into action so that you can create magnetism. The intentions you set are sent into the universe to call and support. It is our job, your job, as an energetic being to work on your vibrations to turn them back into alignment in order to receive messages on what actions we need to take. The intentions you set are sent into the universe to call on support. It is your job as an energetic being, as a human being, to work on getting your vibrations back into alignment in order to receive the messages on what actions you will need to take next and feel clear about, on the choices that are needing to be made. I ask another question. What is important is to sit in meditation to really connect these energies together as a whole, using the energy of the earth's heartbeat, our breath, to connect to the energy for making great change. Everything is connected. As we find our center, we find our home within. Let it be a focus this week to find your sense of grounding. With intention, we can create subtle shifts quickly. Your home, your center is always available to you. You just need to spend time to connect with it. That's the end of the reading. I found this so cool to receive grounding exercise and a couple there, because I have found it very difficult to ground, especially working with energy daily. I find myself kind of out in the ethereal world and other realms, just not feeling grounded and not feeling almost like not feeling a human. It's something that I've kind of dealt with as I've developed my intuitive skills, and just during meditation, I've also found myself wanting to be there all the time. And I've had to kind of being careful not to use that as an excuse of escape in a way. I'm not sure, there's maybe a term for it, but just being careful that I'm not always spending time in that world. And these grounding exercises, I'm definitely going to try for the next little while to see how that allows me to arrive back into my body, and the importance of finding your grounding to connect back into the earth will help transfer the intentions into actions. And that's not just doing actions easily, it's like kind of receiving the messages in order to feel clear about the actions that we need to take and step forward. I think it's just getting into alignment will allow us to receive the intuitive guidance that we need, and we each are so unique. So concentrating on this for yourself is important, to receive the messages you need in order to then take action. And when we are in alignment, and I've experienced this, you feel a little more of that nudge and support that I spoke about in the last episode. Fire Energy was speaking about this, just the small nudges that we get to move forward into action when we find more alignment. And I want to also say what else I've experienced this week is the idea of not focusing so much on finding the reason why we're feeling stuck, or the reason why we might not be moving forward. What is important, and what Earth's energy explained to us in the reading, was to just sit with ourselves, work on finding alignment, and we'll find the answers we need that way. And we have to trust that they're going to come. They may not come right away, but if you spend the time, you'll notice, if you spend the time seated in meditation, focusing on, say, even the power center that was presented to us, maybe this focus will bring you a synchronistic thing or bring you a message. You can also, the intentions, I'm getting so pumped up. The intentions that we set are so important when we sit in meditation, when we go within, even just saying it in our mind, this is something I need answers for. This is something I want to learn more about. This is something I want to receive and I'm ready to receive. Then you will find that something will come to you that will be super clear. So the importance really is just spending time with self in meditation, in grounding exercises. If you are new to doing this work and energetic work, I think grounding is a very, very good place to start. This is not something I understood right away when I started doing my own self-discovery and learning about meditation. Of course, meditation can be grounding in itself, but if you're an empath and empathetic and you do take on other energies, this is also something that's hard to recognize at first. And it took me a while to understand that, okay, these are not necessarily my energies. I've been absorbing collective energies, and I need to be able to first. I think I was in reaction to that after I understood what was happening, trying to clear these energies. If you start to absorb a lot of them, it becomes a little trickier on your own. I'm speaking from my own experience. It became really tricky for me to release and shed that quickly. I definitely needed to go see my own Reiki master to support me with that. And then from that learning, I think I am still learning. So receiving these grounding meditations will be so healing. I think in terms of being able to be in sort of a prevention mode or just protecting your energy daily can help keep some of those energies away if we're focused on our own self and what's needing that kind of charge of power for what we're stepping into. This will be the focus. This will become the reality. This will become what you see outside. And it will be reflected back at you if you do this work. And it's not even work. It's just something that I feel very strongly about needing to do every day. And even when I'm saying that, I'm getting emotional about it because I think that I'm really passionate about energy work and that it's an innate ability for all of us to be able to shift our energy. There's so many tools out there to use, and I'm so excited to be able to share them with you. Going forward into the reading a little bit more, the key that I understood was in terms of receiving your own messages and your own guidance from your universal connection, the key is to match your vibration to that of the message in order to receive it. And this is not that we need to know the specific vibration whatsoever. It's just tapping into that center of power. So using the grounding exercise to understand your center of power, it's totally an intuitive practice. You just work on the trust that you trust your intuitive ability to know where that spot is. Place your hand there and work with that. So work on getting into alignment. Alignment is coming back to your energetic signature. We are all born into this world with everything we need to get through this life. The way we get away from this is we pick up on experiences and subconscious beliefs along the way that don't match the composition of our unique energetic signature. And I'll get into this later, but our energetic signature can be explained in many different ways. Have our generic, energetic structure, but then within all of that, it becomes very unique in terms of how its composition is. That's the word I'm thinking of right now, composition. For me, I think of it in the way of the elements, and that we are all of the elements. We have all of the elements within, but there's different percentages or dominances depending on when we were born, and the astrological natal chart can speak to that as well. But the mind starts to believe in the subconscious beliefs as reality, and this is where we get caught up. As we move farther away from our truth, this just becomes what we see. So these variations of traumatic events and experiences, beliefs from others or society, and also we can be affected by the environments we live in or grew up in. Energetically, we hold and take on the emotions which are stored not in the brain, not in the mind, but biologically in different places in the body, or even our aura or energetic field outside of the body. The structure of these emotions are intertwined into our energetic body. And this goes down to a cellular level. If you think about yourself and you think about yourself as an energetic being, each cell is moving at a vibration, and we as energetic beings and the complexity of who we are, who you are uniquely, you have the power to change the vibration of these cells and these emotions. So we can detach from the idea that we are our emotions. We are not our emotions. We are an energetic being that has the power to shift where these emotions are held, to come back into who we are so we can be fully expressed and into our truth and into ourselves and feeling home in our body. I really love the scientific side of all of this. I'm not a scientist, I will say that, but I'm pretty nerdy about the science of it. It's the way that I start to understand it more and more. And of course, there's a little bit of a belief system in that, and you kind of you will believe once you start to experience how your energetics work. And specifically to you. So again, like the curiosity, the wonder, all of this is such a fascinating thing that we're able to do while we're here on this planet. We intentionally rework the vibration of ourselves with various techniques. We spend time in the conscious mind, allowing the body to have space and time for recalibration. So some things that I've used to do this, it doesn't always have to be one thing. It's not one way. Energy can be shifted in many, many different ways. For me, I found the Reiki session the most powerful way to do this. I find Reiki, as I think I mentioned before, as a foundational tool, because we all have the ability to tap into its energy. It's just a matter of learning how to do so. I've done hypnosis, intentional meditations like visualization, focused on areas, sound therapy, sound healing, yoga, breath work. And by beginning the process of self-discovery, making choices from the soul and spirit and not the ego, we can start to unravel and start to peel away different layers to expose new things about ourselves. Like we're here to learn about ourselves and to understand ourselves, and what a gift that is, because there's so much to learn. And it's all you. Like it's all you. It's everything about you. And you have all of the access to the information on you. And it's, again, like for me, it's so fun going through the process of this because we get to have exploration and even adventure. We can travel different places. We get to have cool dreams or visualizations or projecting our future. Like these are all things we can receive with doing this work. I know that it can be hard and there's emotions involved with this, but if we start to peel back and understand that we can be a witness to these things by doing this energy work, we can start to just receive things in our lives that we want and that feel right and that feel like us. So getting into a consistent practice of serving yourself on an energetic level can create big shifts in your life. Most of us are looking for shifts. We're looking to step away from things that do not feel good. This is important. We want to feel balanced and we want to feel like a rock star in our mind and body. We want to understand how to feel this way. For myself, I've come across many ways to find balance within. I personally love the variety of the explorations that we can do. If you have any questions about different tools or different modalities, please reach out. I most likely will have a suggestion on where to start or who to see. I follow a lot of different practitioners and love what they all do. And I really want to encourage you to feel called to where you want to take your exploration. There's many ways to go about it. I will say that Reiki was the most profound in a sense that it is with me with everything I do. It just became part of me. I feel like I can feel my energetic body all the time, sensing and supporting and bringing the awareness that I need to receive with every experience that I have. It's always there supporting, and it's such a beautiful feeling to have this kind of energetic sense of self. And even in the day-to-day, it's not that I have to go into meditation to feel it. It's always with me. I can tune into it at any point in time that I'm feeling anxious or stressed or just not understanding self. I can call on this energy to be with me. And that is, again, why I stand for it and why I'm doing Reiki sessions, and I'm leading into a time where I'm ready to teach others how to receive and work with Reiki energy. And it's not even Reiki energy, it's like working with your own universal life force. Wow, what is this like? I can't wait to teach as many people as I can how to work with this, because like I said, it is with you. It can be with you at all times. It is a resource and a tool to use for life, and it's beautiful. I work with it every day, and I also work with it with all other healing experiences that I do, whether that's breath work or during sound healing, or even through yoga. That's been one of my favorite experiences after learning Reiki, to bring it into my yoga practice. Yoga is so different now. I'm able to hold poses in different ways, and understanding more that yoga is a very sacred practice for self and understanding self. If you have not done a yoga class, I definitely, this is where it all started for me. I will explain at another time just how yoga entered into my life. But just start anywhere you feel called to start. Try something new. What is it that you feel called to do tomorrow? What is it that you feel called to do right now? Where do you want to start your exploration if you haven't started already? Or what's not working for you? What have you tried that hasn't worked? What have you tried that you might need to give another chance? I'm going to sign off now. I love you all as always, and I hope you enjoy this episode. I think it's definitely one that you'll need to go back and listen to a few times. I will, in the show notes, I will timestamp the meditations and the grounding energy so you can be able to go right into it. If you've already listened to the episode, you can navigate right to the timestamp to do the meditation. Love and light. I will talk to you soon.